Okay, choose your next governor. Congrats, you're voting for a new California governor this year with 6 Democrats and 2 Republicans leading the primary race. It's a packed field. Take our quiz below to see which candidate matches your view so you can decide who should make it to the general election in November. So this is the primary, right, Andy?
Let's do it. Yeah, this is the primary.
Okay.
It's time again. Andy and Merlin, your cursed best friends. Flames rise high. Don't even try. 'Cause we're all gonna die!
So this is the question?
Yeah, that's the question.
How should California handle taxes? And tax breaks for lower income people, higher taxes on wealthy people of large corporations, higher taxes on wealthy people or large income tax breaks for all, no new taxes. And I think the first one. Proceed. Next question.
Yeah, now you can go to the next question.
Experience. Is it important that the governor has experience in state government? Of course, man. Okay, next question. What is the single biggest thing the next governor could pursue to make California more affordable? Build a bunch of new housing as soon as possible. I see that all the time. I don't know if I totally agree. I see all these housing being built in Los Angeles. Lower the price of gas by getting rid of many environmental regulations. I don't know. I'm not keen about that. Because that's one reason I'm sick right now. Cut regulations on businesses across the board. Oh God, that's just
there's no really good choices in that one. I think the top one.
Build a bunch of housing. Let me do it,
as you can, I guess. Oh, sorry.
Okay, next question. How should California approach homeless encampment enforcement, especially when people turn down offers of shelter? Because a lot of them have, mental problems. Subject unhoused people who refuse multiple offers of dignified shelter to criminal penalties or threaten arrest to provide needed assistance. No, I don't like that. It sounds awful because you don't want them with criminals. They're mentally ill. Authorities should intervene when encampments threaten nearby quality of life. Well, definitely. If an unhoused person refuses dignified shelter, they may require mental health intervention, but not criminal penalties. That's a little more reasonable. Drug addiction drives, encampments, and police should be involved to take unhoused resident drug treatment. That's not all true. It's the mental illness that probably an unhoused person should be offered dignified shelter treatment, and they shouldn't be threatened with arrest for not accepting. This one right here, I'm going to use that one. Next question. Housing. What's the biggest thing the governor should do to create more housing? Speed up building by targeting construction-related regulations and fees, improving permits faster. I don't know if that's always the best thing. Maybe in the short term, but not the long term. Eliminate the California Environmental Quality Act. I don't know, man.
It doesn't sound like a good idea.
No, bring back local redevelopment taxpayers' funds to build or rehabilitate affordable housing. Maybe so. Stop demanding more housing in expensive urban areas and allow more suburban single-family homes on undeveloped land. Not to see here.
Yeah.
Next question. How should the next governor address health care costs? Single-payer health care, a state-run universal system replaces private insurance. I would like that. Have a public option, a state-run plan that competes with private insurance plans. That sounds really good. Health care, while in need of improvement, is not the higher price. Can't do it alone. True, but no. Target waste to regulations on hospitals that contribute to high costs doesn't solve the problem. As for the insured, make the current system more efficient by reducing administrative spending. And no, that's terrible. Have the public option. 7-Eleven. How should the governor balance state climate mandates with rising energy costs? How should the governor balance state climate mandates with rising energy costs? We should keep these goals and do more work to make it more smoothly and affordable. We should stay committed to the goals, but remain flexible on the pace or the details of the mandates to keep energy or transportation more affordable. We should stabilize the oil and gas industry so we can continue to rely on it in the next few decades as we transition to renewable energy. Oh God, not that last one. we should eliminate the state's climate goals and boost oil and gas production. That sounds like Trump and all his oil buddies. Should the next governor continue resisting the Trump administration? Yes. Next question. AI. How should the governor handle AI? Oof, boy, we're
That's a
there,
good
Andy.
one.
Make sure students are prepared for whatever the future holds. Well, true. Ensure AI technology is helpful to workers and doesn't mass replace human workers. That's a good idea. Collect a fee from AI usage to pay for services, such as financial support for displaced workers. I like all that. Be prepared to retain many displaced workers. AI has benefits and drawbacks. Beware of how it can be used negatively. The last one. Criminal justice. How should the governor approach recent voter approved increased penalties for drug and theft offenses? Focus on social programs that can help prevent crime. That sounds good. Treatment programs as an alternative to incarceration should be made more widely available. Yep, this is the right move, and we're on the right track now. Boost treatment programs, but repeat offenders should face incarceration, maybe. Increase criminal sentences, especially on repeat offenders. Treatment. Next question. Water. The last one's water, Andy. Agua. H2O. How do you want the next governor to balance the state's water needs? More faucets, more giant faucets, so Trump can get the water down here.
He can get his hair wet.
Oh my God, yes. Build more dams and canals to divert more water from rivers to agriculture, fields, and cities. Sounds like a good idea. Improve and upgrade our current system of canals and reservoirs so water is stored, delivered more efficiently. Like that. Address system improvements while having cities also conserve and recycle more water. Can't argue with that. Address system improvements while being mindful of environmental impacts. Oh, it's just tough, man. But they're all good, you know.
Yeah. Some of them are really like kind of the
They're
same as each other.
all stuck, or like it's just like apples and oranges to me. Some of these choices, like can you can do them all, or all the above. Address system improvements while being mindful. There you go. That one. Okay, there we go. Oh, Xavier Becerra. What's he rated at?
I think he's behind Steyer.
Oh, Steyer is number one.
But I think he's the next one behind Steyer for the Democrats.
Okay, so I'm with Xavier Becerra. Who knew that we had the same ideology here? All right, everyone. It's We Are All Going to Die podcast with Andy and Merlin. I'm Merlin. This is
Andy.
And this is another episode. So pull out. Andy, do you have your Kash Patel Bourbon with you? I'm allergic to bourbon now, so and he didn't offer me one.
No, I'm rehydrating.
It comes with the FBI logo.
I'm rehydrating with electrolytes right now.
What's wrong with you?
Plus, the last time I did bourbon, I was out flipping cars after that. So we try and avoid the bourbon.
Yeah, did you see my Kash Patel image?
I did see that.
Oh, let's see here. This is going to be the thumbnail for Andy and I's show this week. I think. That's actually his. Sorry, that's actually the actual evidence. That's the Kash Patel FBI director. How grifting are these people? Not only is this guy an alcoholic, but he uses the FBI to sell FBI bourbon. And it says FBI director. Like, this is real, dude.
Is that legal? How is this legal?
Yeah, just like the reflecting pond Trump wants to pay his pool boy for $7 million. It's like paint it blue because he says there's too much. It looks algae. It looks like, when you go to the lake, it doesn't look like. He thinks it's going to look like a coral blue, like ocean when you go to the Caribbean. He doesn't understand that it's a plumbing filter problem.
Yeah.
So it's gonna still grow algae and look gross.
It's funny that I can't even get a little break on a parking ticket because my bumper was in the red, but these guys are openly just committing real felonies, and it's all good.
There it is, Andy. Look at there. Now Andy's mad at me because he said that he looks fat in this photo. And maybe because Kash has a small head and a clown nose going on.
My head looks very wide.
You look like you're really faded. Looks like you just got off one of the episodes of We the People.
Well, if I'm drinking Kash Patel Bourbon, that's what I'm looking like.
Maybe it's got weed in it. Yeah, have you ever had some of that bourbon? Have you had the bourbon that has THC in it?
Oh, I'm not smiling though. If I'm drinking bourbon, I get angry immediately.
I love how the sign says down here, still in denial for Andy. Merlin goes, embracing the chaos. And then Kash Patel's thing says, it says, Kash Patel Bourbon because the truth hurts less when you're drunk. Is that true, Andy?
Yeah, but it hurts after. Oh,
This is another episode of not We the People, of We Are All Gonna Die. Make sure, guys, Andy, what do we say?
like, subscribe, and bells and whistles and the whole thing.
Hit that bell button so you get notified because when we're finally sobered up from We the People, we can finally do one of these shows where We Are All Gonna Die.
I'm
And
not
we
a
were about
promoter.
to change the name, but I feel like we're getting closer to midnight every time we do an episode.
And yeah, it's the clock is running out. The name is like so perfect because
I know now, right?
we didn't expect this to come, but yeah, you're right. Every episode we're closer to the end.
Who'd you have when you did the governor's test?
I was actually just surprised by yours because you only had one. Mine came up with 4.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it would just tell you you're one.
Yeah, that's what I thought, but mine came up with 4. I don't know
And
why.
they were all the 2 Indies and the 2 Republicans, right?
No, it was all the Democrats. I think the first one might have been Becerra as well. And then I had Tom Steyer under him.
Okay.
I had Katie Porter, and then I had the Gary guy who I don't really even know at all.
My neighbor had a what do you call it, the little lawn signs.
Yeah.
And some guy named, I don't know what his name was, Leonard. I never even heard the guy. It said for California governor. He's not even on the poll here charts.
Really?
I was like, are you just doing it for free? Is that a fake sign? I had no clue.
Is there a guy named that?
I'm sure there is, but he's not on the thing. So here is the 2026 California governor primary current poll snapshot. Got this, Andy?
Becerra did jump ahead of Tom.
Yeah, well, they told this is a total of all the polls and then averaged out.
Okay.
I forget which ones they used. The California Democratic Party tracking poll, Emerson College polling, and then CBS YouGov poll. So you got Steve Hilton, the Republican, because there's only 2 Republicans in the primary, and they all vote together, correct? So all these Democrats, there's like 8 Democrats or 6 Democrats and 2 Republicans.
Are like political elections for the Republican Party just popularity contests? It seems like they just vote for whoever they've seen on TV.
Yeah, well,
Steve Hilton used to be Fox News guy.
Oh, he was. He's not even like American either. He's like
not
British or something. No, because he sounded like he haven't.
I don't know if I've ever heard him. I tried watching the debate. I didn't tell you this, but I tried watching it one night, and then I couldn't make it past the first question. And then I tried listening to it while I was driving around.
Yeah, he's British, Andy.
Really?
Yeah, he's a year older than me. God, he looks like he's 20 years older than me.
So do the Republican Party of California, do they fit into America First if you hire a British guy to run?
I don't know. We voted for Arnold. Were you living out here then?
Oh, yeah, that's right. No, I wasn't here yet.
But, he wasn't bad at all, It's fine.
He's a little more popular, though, than a Fox News host.
Yeah, but, I mean, he was a little more reasonable on, both sides.
Yeah.
Than normal than he would have, this guy, Steve Hilton. And then I heard like some of the debate between him and Chad Bianco. I got a little nervous when I was taking that exam and I kept seeing Chad Bianco popping up. And I'm like, oh my God, if it pairs me with him, I'm gonna like blow my head off. That sheriff, he went and like stole like 3 million ballots.
Yeah.
Like, what are you thinking? Because he wants to be on Trump's good graces, and he thinks if that happens, then he can get pardoned by Trump, even though I think that's a state offense.
Yeah.
And then we have here, Xavier Becerra is number 2, or he's tied with Steve Hilton at 18%. Then Chad Bianco, that crazy sheriff Republican, is at 14 to 15%. Then Tom Steyer, who you thought was higher, but he's got 12 to 15% on the year. And then below him is Katie Porter. The rest are all Democrats. Matt Mahan Antonio Villaraigosa, and Tony Thurman, single low digits. So this guy that I saw in my next door neighbor's yard, this guy's not even on here.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, like vote, put someone's sign out there that can count, man.
That's the big crisis that California is facing this year. And that's why you have Republicans in the lead, because there's so many candidates and people are supporting them. Like Antonio Villaraigosa, didn't he get run out of the mayorship because he was so corrupt?
Yes.
Who is supporting him?
Who's this 4%?
Yeah, exactly.
God, man. Poor Tony, man. Thurman, low single digits.
And remember, I told you that there was a Gary that came up on my quiz. He's not even on here either. Gary Thompson or something. I don't even know.
Were you paired up with him too?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
It's ridiculous.
What kind of views do you have?
I don't know. I gotta be honest, I don't know who to vote for.
That was going to be the next topic. I was going to ask you, Andy.
Okay.
So should I vote then for Becerra?
Well, I think Becerra's pretty good. I've only heard him say one thing that just like bugs me out is he I think he's buddies with Newsom. I swear I heard this interview where someone asked him to give Newsom a grade on dealing with the homeless people, and he gave him like an A+. Then I looked it up, and the homeless population goes up by up by 33,000 since during Newsom's time. Like it hasn't gone down. They've done nothing to like make the number go down. It's actually gone up by 33,000.
Oh, really?
Yeah, during his time as governor.
Oh,
so that like bugged me out. And then you told me that like Tom Steyer is a really interesting character because like
that's the billionaire, correct?
Yeah, most of his negatives come from many years ago. Like in my opinion, a billionaire is a negative right now. We have a billionaire in the White House, and it's destroying the entire world. So that's just a hit right there. I've read criticism about when he was CEO of the financial company that made him all his money. They invested in some not so great things, like for-profit prisons and stuff like that.
So you're saying like the word billionaire is kind of like the less version of woke.
Yeah.
The opposite of woke is billionaire.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, would a woke person sex traffic little girls? No, but would a billionaire? Apparently so. But then you mentioned the other night, I just looked it up.
Yeah.
About a Bernie Sanders endorsement for Tom Steyer.
Right.
And I just looked it up, and it says that Bernie didn't endorse himself, but his group called Our Revolution did endorse Steyer.
And what is Our Revolution?
Our Revolution is the kind of the political arm of Bernie's platform that he created when he got all that attention in 2016, and people like he really surprised and almost beat Hillary. But
you think if he had beat Hillary, would he have beat Trump?
Absolutely, because all he does is talk about helping the working class, and that is like MAGA would have never been created because MAGA would have been like, that's what we want. That's us,
right?
So there wouldn't have been this crazy MAGA, and he would have definitely stole a lot of people who ended up becoming MAGA because Hillary Clinton was the nominee. So yeah, I think he definitely would have won. But anyways, the endorsement is, because Tom Steyer has spent a lot of money helping Democrats, and which is not a positive thing. I don't want billionaires paying for my politicians.
He's not part of the APAC, is he?
No.
Okay.
But he created other progressive groups to push, and lobby for progressive causes. And he's a big time environmentalist. Like he's given a ton of money to protecting the environment. So, I think he would be good on that. One of the questions on the quiz that like pissed me off was about the water. Why aren't other countries are doing these desalination plants? And I know California has one at least that I've read about. Like, why
we have one here?
I think so. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, where is it?
Central Coast somewhere, I think.
Oh, really?
I think so. I read that.
And how many like gallons of water are they able to get?
Oh, I have no idea.
We'll find that out.
But I know that the Gulf countries all do that. Like it's a very
because that's what they're really worried about right now with the war of Iran.
Exactly. It's reliable like technology, and there's plenty of ocean water.
Yeah, because they said if Iran hits these desalination plants, that they would run out of water in like 2 weeks and millions of people could die.
Yeah. I mean, they're really important, but
yeah,
I mean, it kind of tells me that the technology works good if countries are relying on it.
Well, yeah, cities too. Yeah, and they're advanced like they are.
That's what I wanted to see on the quiz. Like, why can't we talk about building more of those? California has a pretty big coast, I think.
Yeah, it's half of the western United States, right?
It's not like my good old home in New Hampshire where we have 9 miles.
Oh, that's it. Your coast is 9 miles.
Yeah.
They only get 9 miles of coastland.
I don't know, because it's between, then you get Massachusetts.
I know, but who decided like you're in New Hampshire?
They probably kind of like begged for it, because like the way New Hampshire goes, it's kind of shaped just like Vermont. Right, they kind of almost make a rectangle, the two states, but New Hampshire by the ocean has this little like jut out point that like juts out towards the beach. And so that's how they got their 9 miles right there. Oh, they probably begged Maine and Massachusetts, like, can we just have a little tiny piece of the ocean?
So what state is this, Andy?
That is Virginia.
The front part of Virginia, the one you see in the foreground, is the one that they had won. The people voted for redistricting for the midterms, 2026 midterms. And this is what it was before. And apparently this is what it's going to go back to in the background there. And so you see most of Western Virginia and Southwest Virginia is all red.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then some of the skim up here is more red. So because what's pretty much the bordering states there, correct?
Yeah, West Virginia.
West Virginia on the top there, on the top half, and then you have Kentucky and Tennessee at the bottom half. And let me tell you, I grew up in North Carolina, Winston-Salem, and I have family in East Tennessee, in the northern eastern part of Tennessee. So I had to drive through the far left tip area. I've driven all through this, and I lived right above all this area from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. So all this red, I've been in all the red you see in there.
Yeah.
Even in the revised one, the redistricting, which is mostly blue, but you still see that one giant strip is just all red, right?
Yeah.
I've driven up and down that part of the state.
Let
me tell you, it's a lot different than the blue part. Okay, that's all I will say. And like, I don't want to put like people down, but I'm just saying people don't realize my point I'm making is they vote against their best interest.
Yeah,
because it's a lot of poverty, dude.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a lot of mining towns. It's a lot of factory textile towns, right? So you've got like factory row houses. You got trailer parks and everything.
Yeah.
There's good people there. There's a lot of good people there, but they don't know, and they live off. You and I talked about this yesterday. They live off the culture wars, the fears,
right?
Instead of like what suits them best to live on.
They're so scared of a transgender person that they will give up any kind of hope for their financial future or anything like that.
I know, and it's sad. And the thing is, it's weird because what you see in the blue areas where people are more highly educated, more have a college degree, especially in the deeper blue areas.
Yeah.
I mean, this is just a fact. This is not an opinion. This is a true fact. You can find these stats anywhere. Google it or go chat GPT. And because of that, they're going to have a little more money. There's the cities, the towns are going to be a little more populated, a little more urban, because you don't have a big city in that part of that red. Let me tell you, there is no big city. There may be Bristol, Virginia, where they have one NASCAR race a year.
Yeah. Is it legal to drive through there without smuggling moonshine?
Well, if you come from North Carolina, it's okay. I mean, that's how NASCAR started.
I know. That's I don't know where
it's just bad because if you, it's just most people and all your good schools, and that's why Trump is trying to tear all that stuff down. All the great schools, everybody wants to send their kids to colleges, great universities, great programs, even great Black historical colleges are all like on the eastern part of Virginia.
Yeah.
And those people who graduate from those schools usually go to a grad school or some other program, and they usually have a good career from all that. And they may go elsewhere. They move to LA or New York City or to DC or Baltimore or, what other Richmond or something,
Yeah, and the people in the red zones are, like you said, poor, and then a lot of them are just kind of stuck. Like they don't even have the finances to be able to get out of it.
Yeah, if they understood, and these people are just taking these poor people's money.
Yeah,
they're people who represent them are getting richer, from the lobbyist and whoever's paying them off to keep these people poor. It's what it comes down to. Am I right?
Yeah. Well, who cares about everyone else when they're going to give me all the money? It seems to be a theme on the right in the powerful circles.
Oh man, it totally is. So this graph I made for us is Virginia Supreme Court overturns redistricting. Can it be appealed? Because it lost this week, Andy, and everybody's pretty bummed. I don't know how you felt about it. Did you feel bummed?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It only seems like for some reason you're allowed to redistrict in red states. Somehow they don't have a problem with that. Trump doesn't have a problem.
Like Gavin Newsom made a point. He made a post that said, like, all the red states that didn't even, where the people didn't even have a vote.
Right.
Where Congress and the Senate, which is mostly Republicans, voted, for redistricting to have more red districts.
Yeah.
In state and federal elections.
Like a video I saw the other day where they were questioning the person that redrew, I think, to Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, do you know that Memphis is primarily Black? And he had no, he's like, no, I don't know anything about that.
And
I just happened to gut that thing. Yeah, he's like a part of the Tennessee government. Yeah, he just pretends that they don't know. And you know what they did? They cut Memphis into 3 different sections so they could, minimize the Black vote in each one of them.
Yeah, just minimize
them into red state.
Hopefully it's too big to rig. That's what I'm hoping for. That every single person of color and even white people who have a sense of empathy and caring and understanding and smarts vote.
Yeah. Well, I wonder if
there's these Republicans.
I wonder if there's like time, but it seems like with the way that all the different states are going, there's groups suing in each state.
Right. I think like in Tennessee, they definitely have the NAACP, right?
They're gonna all like build up to the Supreme Court, and if there's time, the Supreme Court, will have to decide whether or not gerrymandering is legal or what are the ruls surrounding it. But then both states will be able to do it by those rules.
Because exactly what they did. You said that people of color don't need to be worried about representing in their districts anymore. Like those days are over with, when that's BS. And yet, what did they do once you voted against the Voting Rights Act? All those people in those red states gerrymander it to where the people of color, especially the Black community in these southern states, don't have a chance to speak up or have their vote count for what their needs are.
Right, exactly.
And here's people who want to vote for their needs, who understand what their needs are.
Exactly.
Versus the part of Southern Virginia, Southwest Virginia there.
Yeah, right? it almost sounds like a one of those rights that the founding fathers gave us, when they, you know, the idea of being able to vote and have representative government, and your representative should represent you. But I think that's all over. I think we're closer. We have more in common with the colonists in the 1760s and 70s than we do now. Like we're just experiencing complete taxation without representation. You know,
Oh my God.
Vermont's
So-
okay. You know, they got Bernie.
So here is the Virginia Supreme Court today's ruling. Let's see if, hold on if I can get, there we go. Okay, got that right. So I made this graph because people are all freaking out about the Virginia Supreme Court, because here it is. Here, Virginia let the people vote, just like we did here in California, right? You voted for it, right?
Right.
The redistricting. I did too. How more democratic can that be when the people get to vote for what they want or don't want?
Yeah, exactly.
And yet in Virginia, the people spoke, and that's what they wanted. But yet a 4-3 ruling in the state Virginia Supreme Court, which was 4 Republicans, right?
Yeah.
Versus 3, they ruled against it.
Yeah.
So Gavin Newsom posted that they have rigged the system.
Yeah, definitely. I think the courts always in our 3 tiers of power are the ones that need to be the least corrupt. And right now we clearly have a system that is making our entire court system corrupt. One of the biggest things that our good friend Mitch McConnell did all of his the entire time that he was the head of the Senate was he packed the courts with right-wing leaning judges. And that's why you have such an obvious, partisan court, even though it's not supposed to be partisan at all.
Yeah, it's not even like partisan. It's just like, just agree with whatever Donald Trump says, no one else.
Yeah. Well, that's a whole other issue.
They leave like shadow dockets or whatever, or opinions, because they don't even want to know, even if you're on the same party, why they overturned everything. They didn't have any that should have had precedence.
Yeah.
And that's why other judges, like the district courts and the other courts, or like appeals courts, are like, dude, that's what's written in law. Why are you overruling this in the Supreme Court when this is law?
Yeah, but they're
not really giving good reasons, because they don't want to put that on paper,
because they know that they're wrong. They know that they'd have to be defending something that is not.
So they're just doing it for Trump. They're just doing it for Donald Trump. And what kind of judge are you when you're just going to agree on anything? Or against anybody you don't like? You're not really being a judge.
Yeah, not at all.
Like everything you went to school for, just thrown out the window.
I started thinking about Harvard today.
And what regards?
Because you know how Trump attacked like the Ivy League schools and this and that?
Yeah.
I think Harvard, the amount of people in our government that graduated from Harvard makes me question whether Harvard is actually teaching any kind of ethics at all.
No, they are.
Like, are they proud of their, Ted Cruz that went there? They got his photo on the wall.
I think at one point Ted Cruz wasn't what he is now. Yeah. They all, something happened and they got, I don't know, they got hypnotized or something weird.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I've never been in the position.
They just got stuck in Breaking Bad here. Yeah, I just feel like it's a real life Breaking Bad going on here.
Yeah.
And they're stuck in the system and they can't get out of it. Trump has blackmail on all of them.
Oh, yeah.
Virginia Supreme Court overturns redistricting. I can't say that tonight for some reason. Can it be appealed? Yes, there are still legal options, but they are limited and very difficult, Andy. First, the Virginia Supreme Court, which was today's ruling, the Virginia court, or this week's ruling, is the highest court in the state. Ruling is effectively final on questions of Virginia state law, since this is a Virginia state law matter, correct, Andy?
Yeah.
Second will probably be the next step, which will challenge. Could file a lawsuit in federal court arguing the ruling violates the U.S. Constitution or federal voting rights laws. Possible claims: Equal Protection Voting Rights Act, which is out the window, federal election laws. Third, of course, U.S. Supreme Court petition, final option. Party could petition the U.S. Supreme Court to review the federal issues. SCOTUS is not required to take this case. It accepts only a small percentage of petitions. So they may just
They
say
would never accept this one.
yeah, for far right reasons. It would just make it matters worse for them.
Yeah.
Because they're yeah, that's just ridiculous.
So can it be appealed? Not really.
Well, the fourth one, other paths forward beyond the courts, Andy, in Virginia. Pursue a new constitutional amendment or future referendum in Virginia. Continue organizing and building public and political pressure. Long-term solution through the political process. You know what that means, Andy? That means people who live. Well, you notice there's a lot more people who are blue in Virginia than there are red.
Yeah.
But it's just the way they gerrymander that crap, man.
I love that part about a future referendum. Like, didn't we have a referendum and that's why we're here?
Exactly. It's rigged, dude. The road ahead is tough, but not impossible, Andy. Stay informed, stay engaged. Your voice still matters. What this means, today's or this week's ruling is a setback for Democrats ahead of the 2026 election. Legal challenges can continue in federal court, but success is uncertain. Yeah, right now it probably doesn't look good unless something happens in the midterms. We can got to act together and get a majority in Congress, get a majority in the Senate, and get this ball rolling. Even if taken by the U.S. Supreme Court, the odds of a reversal are low. They're just going to die out altogether because they don't have to explain it like we've talked about before. So this will be an easy way out, right? Just don't accept it.
Yeah, they won't. They're
like, oh, it's a state issue. We can't deal with it. The fight isn't over, but any change before 2026 will be an uphill battle. So people, that means you got to speak up. You got to vote, people. Show up and vote in 2026. You know, do that mail-in ballot primary or whatever. If you got a mail-in ballot right now sitting in your home, I've got one right now. I'm going to mail out this week. It's due because I think the elections for us is next month. So people vote. Y'all get together, decide who you're going to vote because there's 6 people in the Democratic Party running for governor in California.
Right.
Guys, try to get the group and vote just for one person. Leave some comments in this video and tell us who you're going to vote for. And, you know, you're going to have the corn dog trolls and BS crap in here, but let's get for real. We're goofballs ourselves. But, I mean, if you really have a strong case for one of these candidates, you know, leave it in the comments. It would help Andy and me and all our friends and anybody else watch this video, the 5 people who watch this video. So, you know, leave something. Tell us what you think of the guy who I got matched up with. Is it Becerra or Becerra?
Yeah, I think so.
Or is it Satire, correct?
Yeah.
Or is it one of the Republicans? Even if you think it's one of the Republicans, tell us why. Give us some information and don't because the Democrat will do this or Republican. Quit blaming one or the other. Give us positive things about one of these people. Something good. Don't blame someone else. That's the reason you're voting for this person because someone else sucks. No, give me a good reason for that one individual. You agree, Andy?
Yeah, for sure. We can debate that and talk about it and stuff like that.
I don't care what they can't do. I care what they can do.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Oh, okay, Andy. I have one more article here. Is there anything else you want to talk about while I get to the last thing?
Yeah, I just had I just thought of a really fun question for you.
Okay, what is it?
You know, I grew up in New Hampshire, so there's never been a gerrymandering problem in New Hampshire. Can you guess why?
It's just one state.
Well, it's only 2 districts.
Yeah.
So you can't really gerrymander too much.
They gerrymandered the hell out of my North Carolina.
Yeah.
And it's, you know, most people there, the majority of people there are Democrat or vote Democrat.
Yeah.
But yeah, the way they gerrymander it, most of the people who win Congress or state elections are all Republicans.
It's amazing how many.
And it's a very progressive governor. It's their first Jewish governor, man. The same guy, Cooper. Hopefully, vote for Roy Cooper. in North Carolina for state or federal Senate, right? He's gonna win. He was our governor before. Cool guy.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. So we still have I guess a war going on. Trump calls it a war, but Congress doesn't call it a war because if they did, then they'd be required to vote on it. I don't know if you're planning on making any vacations, if you're going back to New Hampshire this summer or not.
I don't know.
But plane fare has gone way up. You saw, yeah, your source of flying, Spirit Airlines, is shut down. I'm sorry, Andy. Frontier looks like it could be next because of the fuel prices.
I wouldn't doubt it.
So I don't know. You may have to take a train or a Greyhound there. That could be for you. Greyhound could be more expensive than probably flying.
I can only afford to walk, so I'm not going.
And you know what? What has gone down is the price of cruises. Maybe because the fuel, it kind of bounces out. Apparently, there's the hantavirus going on that it's not really contagious, I think, by person, but somehow it has spread from like bird poop or bat poop or some rat poop or something in Argentina, got on the boat, and people got it for some odd reason, and now it's spread to like 9 countries. There's also the on a cruise ship in Fort Lauderdale, I think today there was a norovirus.
Yeah, I heard that one too.
And about over 100 people so far have gotten sick with it. What is norovirus? Is that like a COVID too?
I'm not sure. I have
and
no idea
what has the CDC done besides fire everybody from like CDC and any CDC doctors on boats? So that's what Doge did. But yet, good money is going to the ballroom, to a $1 billion ballroom, to a $500 million arch, and now several million to a reflecting pool.
And RFK was in the news. He caught a live bird at the airport.
Did he eat it like Ozzy Osbourne did?
I thought he was gonna. Did you see the photo of him?
No. We have to
oh
look
my
for that
god,
one.
You got to look that one up.
The war, it's going on. There are like ships blowing. Who even knows anymore? I can't even keep up with it. The all the bases. Apparently, did you hear in Kuwait and Saudi Arabia? I think even maybe in Qatar, or I don't know if Qatar yet, but I know in Saudi Arabia and Iraq have blocked, or maybe Kuwait, maybe even Iraq. I don't know, but they have blocked U.S. from using the bases there.
Well, yeah, they've been totally under attack.
Yeah, so who knows what's going to happen? But this is, and Trump begs. He brags that he's getting like 2 ships out per day. But do you know 100 to about 150 ships go in and out per day? So if you're only getting 2 ships out, how long would it take you to get all those ships out?
A long time. But I mean, they're claiming there's like 1,600 ships in the stuck in there.
That's my point.
Yeah.
So if he's getting 2 per, even now, if he goes at a speed at 2 per day, how long is it going to take him?
It's going to take I don't think he can catch up.
Let's see.
Do they get to go back into?
That's going to take 800 days. And how many days of the year? 356, 352,
yeah.
Right? Yeah, dude, almost it's going to take almost 3 years. Why all the time nothing's going in?
That was my next question. Were boats going to be able to be going in too? Because we need to start the whole thing. They need to get in there to get the oil in order to bring it out.
No, there's blockade in and out everywhere, all over the place, man. So it's crazy. Gas prices would go crazy. I've got an EV car. I drove it up last few weeks ago from LA to San Francisco. I was able to do it. There are Tesla and regular superchargers. I have a Mustang EV. It took me about 3 or 4 more hours to drive an EV up there and back, or just up there.
Oh,
back.
Really?
Yeah. Coming back, they were letting out a Giants game, and I discovered one thing: don't leave the same time San Francisco Giant fans or guess any sports team up there, because they all have EVs.
Oh yeah.
Yes, everybody in San Francisco has an EV. The bad news: everybody has EVs, and I literally had to wait over 2 hours to
Just to
have a
charge up?
supercharger. Yes, and I had to make sure I got a certain amount, like over 90%, so I could go to the next stop heading back down to LA.
Oh my god!
But I did. You know what? It's worth it, dude. I probably spent total $50.
Oh really?
Yeah. Imagine in my SUV how much that would have cost me for gas.
Yeah, that would have been insane.
A couple hundred, for sure.
I filled up my tank for $75 total today, and I
And
think
you have
I
a
got
small
like a
car. You have a
12-gallon
small
tank.
sports
Yeah,
car.
yeah.
I mean, that's crazy. And you know what our Secretary of Transportation is doing about all this? Well, you want to hear it? You want to hear it?
Yeah, yeah. Let's hear it.
He's got a solution. This is it.
Okay.
This is what he talked about yesterday or today.
The Duffy family is doing just that, embarking on a great American road trip to rediscover our great nation.
That's
I think
right.
Mud's kind of mad. I'm not.
That's
We're
right.
not going to fight on this trip. Put your seatbelts on.
There's Sean Duffy, our Secretary of Transportation.
He's
The Great
he's
American
making a
Road Trip.
commercial about his vacation.
No, he's doing a reality show.
Mile by mile.
Oh my god!
Window
It's a
down.
whole. Oh, it's a whole
Wide
series.
open.
Oh,
Welcome
Yes.
to Montana. The Duffys.
oh, dude, that's gross.
They
what-
made a reality show why he's Secretary of Transportation going cross country because they met on the MTV reality show. He and his wife did
Oh,
like 20
is
years ago.
Oh, is he straight out of Central Casting? That's why.
Yeah,
he's,
yeah.
got a
They
job.
all are, dude, and yet Trump makes fun of it. Nope, forget about gas or finding
I
alternative
can't-
energy or
I didn't
maybe
even know that.
producing more electric cars or any of this crowd or planes hitting people on runways and whatnot.
I can't get over that. I had no idea he was making a TV show.
Oh, wait till you see Hexus reality show.
He's got one too.
FAFO.
Oh,
the
that's right.
Hexus, you know he's gonna make one.
Well,
on
he's got to
this.
work on. He's got to work with Deal Team 6 first.
We're doing Epic Fury, man. We're gonna win. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if we're gonna survive for real.
And did you know the Duffys at one time made
Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg spent Halloween in the hospital with his infant son Gus, who got to celebrate in a costume that's a funny nod to his pop.
a few years ago, Pete Buttigieg, young baby, he and his husband adopted a child.
Yeah.
That one you saw there, he's like 1 year old, dressed like a traffic cone because Pete Buttigieg get it because Buttigieg
Yeah.
and he was in ICU, intensive care, and the Duffys on Fox News gave him hell or on their social media for him taking time off to go see his little baby son,
You're shitting
newly
me.
adopted in ICU. Yeah, you can Google it.
How
Google
do
it,
you
people. If you don't believe me, Google it, chat GPT it. It really happened.
how do you do that? Like, how do you have just no moral conscience whatsoever?
I don't know.
Like, and then you go and make a reality show, and it doesn't even register. Like, wow, I'm the biggest hypocrite on earth.
These people are so out of touch, and yet they don't care. They're just
Yeah, they
blatantly
really-
robbing us blind and just abusing their powers for their own benefits right in front of our eyes. Yet the red states, who are like the lowest in almost everything in education and poverty, or like the worst of poverty, are voting for these people because, like you said, they're worried about men and women's sports. They're worried about millions of Mexicans crossing the border every single day.
They're worried about
And taking
gay
their jobs.
books in the library.
Gay books in the
That's
library.
my ass.
Yeah. So they get so upset and worried about these people are going to invade like Trojan soldiers coming into their, mining town in Western Virginia, that they don't think about, how about health care? How about retirement benefits? What else, Andy?
Like
Any kind of
literally
care.
everything.
How can I send my kids to college when nobody in my entire family's ever gone to college? How do we get out of this hole?
You're asking me very hard questions on a Saturday night.
I mean, I just wish they were more aware.
Yeah.
But this news media who Trump likes most of the time, are the propaganda machine, and they pump the fear of God into you.
Yeah, no, I think
And they've always done this, but don't people see this pattern? Like it happens all the time.
I don't think
What's
they're
it
paying
get
attention
old?
that much.
No, they're not. Well, because they
Not
got to
at-
work. They probably have many shifts and
60
a lot of
hours a week,
jobs.
yeah.
Yeah. You think they want to watch the news most of the time?
Yeah, no, I've literally don't know what to say. Like, I feel like the Democrats have to show it. They have to put it has to, we have to get it the message everywhere. Like this is what they're doing. Like these are the numbers that's right in front of your face.
It sucks, but that's why we needed someone like a Bernie. We needed a man to make that difference, because it does suck, because these people who vote against their own interest are more only aware of culture wars. So I think they're really intimidated by powerful women, especially the Republican Party.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So it's easy to villainize a woman, especially a woman of color, and it really sucks that that's the case. It really sucks that you rather have a miserable life than vote for Hillary Clinton or Kamala Harris.
Yeah,
because they're going to do that to AOC if she runs for president.
Oh, for sure.
And people are going to be scared. You know, they'll make jokes about her. They'll be such misogynistic jokes and so tasteless that people will laugh more than go like, that's not nice. You know, she's a strong, smart woman and got spunk, and she does care about people.
Yeah. I think that a lot of them, there's two things. They absolutely, conservatives fear change.
Right.
So like anything new, and I think what that boils down to is they don't ever go outside their comfort zone.
Right.
So when they get uncomfortable, it's like, that's it. And they're uncomfortable by transgender people, even the idea of it. And that scares them more than the poverty they're living in.
They're hard to find. You don't see like someone transgender living in the mountains of Tennessee or Virginia or wherever, you know, or like more rural areas.
But ironically, I
did
did
be
read
more in urban areas where we're around people of color, of different sexual orientations, religions. So we're more culturally aware.
Yeah.
Because we have to be if you want to live here.
Right.
And then you start to grow yourself, because we both came from like the country, right? I came from the suburbs too. And then things that may be funny there, or things you could get away with saying, you realize, I don't know if that's the case here.
Yeah, no.
Right? Like, and I care about this person. This person's my friend, and maybe other people will get hurt. Like when you're in a bubble with like other white guys, it might be funny, but when you're around a culture of so many different types of people who have grown up in different places, and it's not a bad thing. It's a gift to have all these cultures around you.
Yeah, totally.
Like knowledge is more important to me than money. I don't know, but how about you?
Yeah, definitely.
And you don't see what happens in most of these like superhero movies. The villains aren't fighting for money.
Yeah, no, they're like Robin Hood. They're stealing from the rich.
It's power and knowledge, right?
Yeah.
I'm talking about these superhero bad guys, right?
Yeah.
They're always seeking the knowledge, right?
Right.
Or like rule. They want to rule like the universes.
Or just helping the underdog, you know?
They could care less about the money.
Right. Unfortunately, they're not real.
Well, I mean, they are real here. Bernie's real. And maybe in Epstein's basement in the Zorro Ranch in New Mexico, maybe there is some kind of knowledge machines that they are going through time travel with. Apparently.
You think?
And they're eating the young ladies so they can get through the portal.
I think that's where they're hiding all the UFO files that are coming out too.
Did you see that?
I didn't see it. No, are they out?
Yeah, but it's
nothing.
Now. And they say that's it, but
the premonitions in the sky were from taking too much Tylenol.
It's probably a weird reflection of some kind of like minerals floating in the sky, or a moon
Yeah.
reflection. A drone these days, at this day and age, is a drone of some weird shape that some kid made out of his aluminum foil at home.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I mean, who knows? And if it is, it is. And it could be alien drones. But I don't think like real aliens have ever come here to Earth,
No.
unless we came here like in some kind of like Superman and our like people's bodies, and that was Adam and Eve, right? And they came in a time capsule, and they got cryogenic freeze, and then they had a mate, and that's where the pyramids and from, and all those other weird hieroglyphics you see aliens in, and blah blah blah.
I think you're bordering on conspiracies.
Yeah, but there could be a satellite drone from another planet. That could happen, because they will definitely send those way before they could, because I don't think they'd be able to make it here in time, because that's why we haven't been introduced to one another.
Yeah,
because I don't think an alien's made it here to Earth.
No,
that's my point. And so if they're ever going to do it, it's going to be some kind of weird satellite drone from far, far away that's able to,
like probes we've shot out.
Yeah, and it's like already like 1 million years old.
Yeah.
Time it gets to us.
And that's also assuming that if there is an intelligent life out there, that it's more intelligent than us.
We don't even know. Yeah.
You know, personally, I think that the possibility of life is possible, but I don't, I'm talking about like a bacteria or something that's technically living, but not like an intelligent species.
I think in reality, I think we are like just bacteria. We're just cancer. We're just eating this planet up like crazy, dude. We're parasites.
You think?
I don't know what's we're just kind of like Arthur C. Clarke in 2001. Like we keep seeing the monolith and we keep advancing because what's our goals in life? What is our species here really for? What's the goal of our species?
I don't know. You're getting into.
Are we supposed to finally get a spaceship out there and we need Andy the astronaut to jump into a black hole?
Oh my God.
Because Hal told you to?
I just watched Interstellar the other day again. So
yeah, and
I've been learning about black holes.
Oh, did you see Timothy Chalamet in it?
He's in
it,
right?
Yeah, he's son.
Oh, I didn't know.
I remember when we first saw that movie, you were gone for like an hour getting concessions, and you came back with like $200 worth of concessions. Because you were I smoked too much. That edible or whatever I had was too much, and I started to like freak out, and I was like, I need to get out of here right now for like 5 minutes. I went to the bathroom and I got some food, and I came back and I missed the whole going through the wormhole. Oh, well, you ready to go back to the wormhole? Because this show is about over. Andy, plug your channel.
History in Minutes Daily on YouTube. I haven't made anything new yet. I've been so busy.
He's been busy, guys. He's been willing and dealing, making $50 videos and serving Chick-fil-A and In-N-Out burgers to people on the street.
Raising Cane's.
Raising Cane's. You like Raising Cane's?
I've never actually eaten it. Today was the second time I've ever went to one.
I wish I could eat them, man. It was really crowded. They have the one in Hollywood now, right across the street from Chick-fil-A.
Oh, really?
And they're both packed as AF, man.
I try to avoid Hollywood.
But, man, yeah, that would send me straight to the ER.
Yeah, we don't want that.
All right, everyone. This is We Are All Gonna Die with Andy and Merlin. Make sure you subscribe. We need more people. Andy, I think we're up to 77.
Sweet.
We're getting one per week now at this rate.
Oh, love it.
Hit that bell button, because we also make short clips of these videos, and sometimes we add new stuff. And we also hopefully will have a Weed the People coming up soon. Let's hope. Andy, let's find something we can do Weed the People on.
Yeah, okay, for sure.
And leave some comments. Tell me who you vote for the governor of California. You can be funny, you can be a smartass, a troll, or actually be helpful. Helpful will be great.
Whichever you choose.
Whichever you choose, the more we'll give you jag rooms. But bye
Andy
for now.
and
We'll talk to y'all
Merlin,
guys later.
your
Bye-bye,
cursed
everyone.
best
Bye.
friends. Flames rise high. Don't even try. 'Cause we're all gonna